Doing good yourself?
I'm doing excellent. Listen, I want to start by saying how much I loved this movie and both of your work in it. It's such an incredible and important story. Can you sort of talk about the fact that stories like this, they're really hard to get made? You know, like we all love superhero movies and the big explosions and stuff, but this is like a real important film.
It's yes, I think typically 1,000%, you know, one thing about this project, you know, this one wasn't that hard, and I think because we had all the right elements involved. I think we had, you know, the material and Bryan Stevenson, who is a very important person, who is an incredible man, and the work that he's doing is second to none. And having, you know, a director in Destin who saw the vision, who cared as much as Bryan that this thing was done the right type of way, a studio who fully supported it. You know, other producers, Gil Netter, Asher, you know, Alana, you know, myself, the production company, who wasn't in a rush to making it. They wanted to make it for all the right reasons, you know, and then finding a cast that equally cared as much about the story and the process. I think we really found all the right pieces and at the right time. It was weird how some things just kind of come together, and this movie was definitely one of them. So it wasn't that hard to get made. From my perspective, you know what I'm saying? From my perspective,
and me looking from the outside, he put a lot of work into it, and he put the work in when he did Fruitville Station. I talk about this all the time. His DNA allows him to tell these type of stories, which is great for us, because these are stories that are so important that you can't put a price tag on having my father sit in the audience, who had been put in jail for $25 worth of illegal substance for 7 years, when he was an educator for 25 years in the hood. Watching his face, feeling his emotion of what this young man put together, it goes beyond, and it will continue bearing fruit. This movie will continue to bear fruit for its existence. So, like I said in all my interviews, I applaud Michael B. Jordan to take time out to do a film like this, because it means so much to everybody.
I think that what Bryan has done is unbelievable, and I love that this film will shine a light on his organization and help, hopefully, others deal with the injustice in the criminal justice system. Can you sort of talk about that, how art something like this can really inspire so many people?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, art, you know, music, you know, it's one of those, you know, very powerful, you know, storytelling purposes. You know, it makes people feel, it makes people think. It takes people on a ride of emotions. You know, and I feel like, you know, with this movie, hopefully people want to talk about it. You know, they want to go home and look at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves questions. You know, what part of history do they want to stand on? You know, and I think you know, it also helps people feel like they can be part of the solution, you know, that they don't have to be paralyzed. You know, I think some issues seem so big, it's like, oh, what can I do to actually, you know, help this or stop this huge injustice that's going on? It's like, no, you could be a part of it. You can be compassionate, you can be, you know, motivated to find your thing and be passionate about it, and actually go out there and try to do something, vote, you know, get educated on certain situations. How can you actually apply yourself and start making a difference? And every person counts, you know, vote. Get out and vote. Simplest, you're the right that you have. Get out there and vote, and hopefully that'll start making a difference.